Hey, YouTube, what's good? YouTube, it's your boy Johnny Finesse. Welcome back to the channel. And today we got a video for y'all. We got 5 reactions of innocent convicts set free. Like, if you didn't see or pay attention to the news, Joe Biden just said it's okay to start selling drugs now. It's okay to have drugs on you and stuff right now. So we about to, get into this, man. If you're new to the channel and haven't subbed, make sure you hit that sub button. We are on the road to 2,000 subs. Make sure you hit that sub button. With that being said, let's get into it.
In 2004, when the Honduran immigrant was accused of killing 2 women. A man who was sentenced to die, literally was on death row.
So it's the case of this guy named Clemente Aguirre.
Damn, what the fuck?
If I tell you this story, you'll say you got to be making the up. It can't be true.
14 years.
14 years.
In 19 days, I've been incarcerated. 10 years, 3 months of them in death row.
On June 25th, 2004, in Altamonte, Florida, 24-year-old Clemente was indicted on charges of first-degree murder and burglary.
I feel like I heard that name before.
A crime that he did not commit.
From the start, Aguirre Harkin said he found the women dead, that he tried to help, and that's how their blood got on his clothes and his footprint.
Damn, that's how they got him. So he was there at the scene of the crime, and y'all just put it out. That's lazy.
It was a gruesome crime that found his neighbors, 68-year-old Carol Barris and 47-year-old Cheryl Williams, stabbed to death. However, despite Clemente protesting his innocence, police decided he was the only possible suspect, and he was sentenced to death.
That's crazy.
In the 14 years on death row.
Like, sometimes you just gotta sit there and imagine, like, damn, there's dead some people that got in trouble just like this, and
Clemente never stopped trying to clear his name, and he wasn't wrong either. As it turns out, Samantha, Cheryl's daughter, prior to the murder, was diagnosed with intermittent explosive disorder.
Within inches of the mother's body and in a bathroom where the state argued the killer cleaned up is the daughter's blood, a trail of the daughter's blood going to the bathroom, and then the mother's blood on the outside of the daughter's window. And there's in the doctor's notes a few years before this happened where she says to her mother, "I'm gonna kill you if I ever get out of here. I'll kill all of you." Then we find out that she has confessed all over town. We had people coming in all over the place, testifying, affidavits that she said, "I killed my mother and my grandmother, I'll do it to you."
With such irrefutable evidence implicating Cheryl's daughter, the day finally arrived for Clemente.
I do know that nobody believed me back then. No one. Besides my mother, nobody believed me. And I thank you for it. From the bottom of my heart.
He holds back tears and immediately heads towards friends and family to celebrate.
Friends and family? He just said nobody believed him but his mother. He ain't got no friends. You know what I'm saying? His friends didn't believe him. Fuck it.
Today is a brighter day.
He had no friends.
A new day.
This is mother.
And I got good hopes for the future.
This is Devontae Sanford, who in 2007 was sentenced to 30.
Like sometimes you just gotta sit there and think like, damn. I've been in jail all that time, but at the same time, he could have been dead.
7 to 90 years in prison.
Bro.
A horrific quadruple murder that he did not commit. He was only 14 years old at the time. Devontae was walking outside his home in his pajamas. A horrific quadruple murder that he did not commit.
Quadruple murder.
He was only 14 years old at the time.
Yeah, 14-year-olds can kill niggas like that.
Devontae was walking outside his home in his pajamas when he was arrested just 3 blocks away from a vicious crime scene involving 4 people and an AK-47 assault rifle. Devontae was.
Sometimes you just like, that's how you could tell the police is just shitty at their job. Why would I be right there? Why would I kill them and then stay right there? Why would I do that?
Taken to the local police station, where it turns out that the police coerced him into a false confession with the use of leading questions and feeding him facts from the case. To make matters worse, his lawyer at the time didn't help by convincing him to enter a guilty plea.
That's crazy.
His current lawyer had this to say.
In the course of their targeting him, they literally fabricated evidence and committed perjury.
He's blind in one eye.
To ensure that this young man, that they could get a conviction.
But just 3 weeks later, there was another twist in this tale. And that twist came in the form of hitman Vincent Smothers. Smothers was arrested for 12 murders, 4 of which turned out to be the case that Sanford was convicted for.
Wasn't Smothers like in the Jackson Park 5? Not the like the 5 guys that was
the lack of action from the justice courts got the attention of the Northwestern Center of Wrongfully Convicted Youths, who pushed to reopen the case, which led to Devontae's freedom in 2016.
It was a homecoming 9 years in the making.
Interestingly enough, Devontae is thankful to one particular person for his freedom. Smothers.
Yeah, he gave himself up.
He protected me, not the cops. The cops took advantage of me. It's because of this man. You know, I'm able to walk and breathe and just, you know, be at peace.
As it turns out, all that time spent wrongfully incarcerated may have taken its toll on Sanford, who found it hard acclimatizing back into regular society.
New and serious trouble for Devontae Sanford. The 25-year-old was convicted of murder here in Detroit, then exonerated and released from prison.
Oh, I thought he got back. I thought he got back in.
For assault in 2018, and this time there was no hitman to take the heat.
Oh damn! So he back inside. That's tough.
In 1991, Queens, New York, 19-year-old Gregory Counts and 21-year-old Van Dyke Perry were sentenced to life in prison for a crime they did not commit. The victim was held at knife point out front of her Queens home, thrown into a car, and driven to Central Park, where she was then raped multiple times. She claimed that the men responsible were Counts, Perry, and a third unknown man.
That's crazy. Just like that other show. Like, wow, like whoever did that, that's crazy. How you get somebody at knife point, throw them in the car? That's crazy.
2017, after having already served 11 years, the Innocence Project reinvestigated the Counts and Perry case using DNA that was retested. DNA cleared both Counts and Perry from the semen found on the victim. It led to a man who was deceased. Weird, right?
Damn.
So why would the victim make up such a heinous story and send 2 innocent men to jail?
Cause that's what women do, bro.
The answer will get your blood boiling.
The complainant now admits that her boyfriend forced her to lie and false.
Nah, that's crazy.
Claimed these men sexually assaulted her. Her boyfriend was trying to avoid having to pay a debt to these 2 men.
All that because his boyfriend is fucking broke. That's tough, bro. Now when he gets out, nah, I mean they're gonna
for
be
a boyfriend avoiding debt, the things we do for money. Let's have a look as both Counts and Perry sit in court, hearing the sweet sound of freedom echoing throughout. They do their best to hold back their emotions. Although they are free and reintegrating back into society now, it's clear that this horrible, unjust story will haunt both these men for the rest of their lives.
For 10
it's never
years.
going to be over. The reason why, because it's tormenting my life and it's my past.
1993, New Jersey. 22-year-old Tito Marino was murdered in his video store.
Damn. Like, why are these shits mad close? Like, what's going on?
Another gruesome death by stabbing. Eric Kelly and Ralph Lee were both convicted of a crime they had no connection to. The whole story was put together by police using coercion and a sketchy eyewitness. They then used those statements against Lee, and that's how they nailed their conviction. It wasn't until once again the Innocence Project got involved in their case.
The Innocence Project is goated.
That Eric and Ralph felt a bit of hope.
And the state has just dug in their heels ever since. They refused to investigate this other person, refused to talk to him, didn't look into his history, instead are just, blindly clinging to this conviction at all costs.
Lee was released after 11 years. However,
11 years, like that's like just hearing like all these guys is like 10, 11, 10, 11. Like you just did 10 years for no reason and they just let you free. give you a couple bucks for being in the jail per year wrongly, but that's not doing anything.
It wasn't
It's not helping you, bro.
Until 2018, after having spent 24 years in prison, that Kelly was finally given back his freedom after new DNA evidence was presented to the judge in court.
Therefore, in light of the foregoing reasons, the motion to file at both sentences count 3 of Kelly.
Nah, that feeling is crazy.
Interestingly enough, we find Judge Joseph Portelli in full Karen mode.
Listen to me.
In full Karen mode is crazy. This is not a moment to applaud. This is a moment of justice. Fuck you mean it's a moment of justice? Justice put him in the jail system in the first place. What? Like what?
This is a moment of justice. Okay? It's not something to celebrate or not celebrate.
We're not sure about you, but freedom after 24 years of wrongful incarceration
24 years? I thought it was 10.
Seems like a pretty good reason to celebrate. Kelly and Reed didn't let this dampen their moods. Both were hungry, high in spirits, and thankful for everyone that had played a part in their release.
Mainly, I want to eat. I'm a little hungry. Be with my legal team. I want to thank them. I want to thank my family. First and foremost, it's been a long time. I just don't know. I'm just out of words right now. I'm just feeling good right now. That's all.
What would you want someone who didn't know anything about your case to know?
I'm an innocent man.
Gangster. Gangster, he's innocent. That's all it is. I'm innocent. I didn't do that shit.
That ends well. For now.
For now.
Right, in the case of People versus Juan Ignacio Catalan, is that your true name?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Juan Catalan, the man saved by sitcom. An alibi caught on camera, but not in the way you think. On May 13th.
Damn, like it's all like black people, Spanish people, no fuck.
Like, 2003, 16-year-old Martha Puebla, a witness in a case of a gang slaying, was shot and killed in front of her home in Sun Valley, California. It wasn't until 3 months later that the FBI arrested 24-year-old Juan Catalan during a raid in front of his family's machine shop. Juan was interrogated for hours. It seemed like they already had a huge amount of evidence against him. A witness sketch that looks like you. A witness that was supposed to take the stand against your brother gets murdered in cold blood.
Damn.
It doesn't look good. But Juan consistently pleads his innocence, telling officers that they're trying to pin this crime on the wrong person.
You guys are gonna take away my life for this bullshit. You killed somebody. Wait a minute. Those are very strong words right there. I did not kill nobody. I would never kill nobody. I would never do anything to hurt anybody. Convince us otherwise.
As things get sticky, Juan remembered that he was at a Dodgers game with his daughter on that day. But a stadium full of tens of thousands of people, what are the chances that someone captured him there? And even more so, the chances that you'd be able to retrieve said footage.
Or at least tickets, like you could. Oh yeah, it's not. That's mad. It's 2003. Like, there's no way.
This is where this case becomes wild. Juan remembered he was on TV, but not the Dodgers cam. It just so happened that Larry David, the creator of Seinfeld and star of the HBO show Curb Your Enthusiasm, was shooting an episode in the exact same aisle as Catalan and his daughter.
Nah, that's
so that I picked
blessing.
up a hooker in the carpool lane and took her to Dodger Stadium.
What are the chances? Juan's lawyer contacted HBO, got access to the footage of that episode, and ran the tapes. Hours of research brought no results, and he was running out of tape and felt like he wasn't going to get what he needed. And then there it was, the once-in-a-lifetime chance of an alibi caught on tape.
And I pointed at the screen and I said, that's him, roll that back.
That's him right there.
Combined with phone
That's crazy.
Call made to his girlfriend at the exact time he was leaving the stadium led to his case being thrown out.
How long was he in jail for?
Both detectives were found guilty of coercion and falsifying their reports. As for Juan, What can you say? Talk about being in the right place.
Now out of nowhere, now you have somewhere. Now you have some other shit out of nowhere. That's crazy.
At the right time.
That's crazy.
From
Now
getting the tickets on the day of to being caught on camera. But what are the chances that out of 50,000 seats, they're filming on my aisle? I look at it like I did.
Like, to be honest, was there no other cameras? Was there no other cameras? Like, there's no cameras in a baseball stadium? There's no cameras in a baseball stadium?
Win the lottery because I got a new opportunity at life, with my family. I was so happy and grateful for that.
Like you gotta think about it. There was no other cameras at a baseball stadium. Like, you telling me there was no cameras at the baseball stadium other than the ones that are recording the game? Like, what? Like, and he didn't remember which row he was in either? Like, whatever, it don't matter. But hey, if you're new to the channel and have a subject, make sure you hit that sub button. We on the road to 2,000 subs, man. Hit that